Yo, yo, yo!
Yo! I like
The
that
cheap
music.
seats.
Yeah, that music is always cracking. Burp, burp, burp. Yeah, that's that cheap shit. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go, Mike.
Yeah, that's my son put it together.
Oh,
He
that's
did that
hot. I
intro
like that.
too.
I like that intro, man. He got it. Yo, music running the family. You know what it is.
Yeah, he did that intro. He did the off the rails one.
Oh yeah. All
What's
right.
going
That's what's
on,
up.
normal guy? Always here first. Red Jet, we
Yeah.
appreciate you
Oh,
stopping by real quick and listening in.
cheap seats. Mike B and Scully. Let's go.
That's right, Beer Cave, doing his thing. He's trying to get through some shit. He'll be back
Yeah.
next week.
That boy in Vegas, that boy Jay in Vegas burning his ass off. He say he changing colors out there. He says
He
so
said he
sorry.
Michael Jackson now.
Hey, that's why you was talking about going next spring, and I'm talking about going in the fall. It's too hot right now, bro. But hey, you having fun? Get your groove on.
Oh, normal guy eating some gum, huh? What you got? What kind of gum? Bubblicious, Big League
Bubblicious.
Chew,
That's that big league chew.
the
Three
Big
bites
League
and it's over.
Chew. Yeah, that's like
Three
the
bite. Remember, Mike? 3 bites and it's
Fruity
over.
Stripes.
Three
Oh
chews.
yeah, that and the fruity stripes, the
And
zebra
the
one.
bubblicious. Yeah, the zebra, the bubblicious, all that good shit. Boy, it's Monday, man. What we like? Shit, we 3 weeks away from the season, bro.
Hell yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
quick, right? Yeah, it's quick, bro. It's quick as shit.
Well, look, Red
Summer,
Jet says it's
man.
102 in Cali. Ooh,
Sheesh, sheesh. I'm
listen, we
glad
got
it's
we got to
70.
talk about somebody real quick.
Who-
All these rookie quarterbacks, were out there doing their thing, right?
Yeah,
And you had Caleb Williams. He was like what 7 of 13 or some shit, 95 yards.
yeah. I missed
Penix
that one.
Penix threw for like 100 yards. He looked good. Drake May was like 2 of 3 for 19.
Yeah,
JJ McCarthy looked like trash.
yeah, he
Drake,
did.
they
Yeah.
all look like trash except for this man right here.
Who you
This
showing me?
man right here. Bo
Yeah,
Nix.
bro, mother Nick, bro.
Dude.
Hey,
125
when
yards
you
and a touchdown. He looking real nice. And I mean real nice out there. And I know we jumping the gun on that, but still, he looking real nice.
I know that's your boy, Mike. I know
What's
that's
going
your
on,
boy.
Yoli?
Know that's your boy. Speaking of quarterbacks, um, how did it look watching that Browns game, bro? The best quarterback. We it's only one
DTR.
game. Yeah, it's only one game, but the Browns don't play yourself, Cleveland. You got a good quarterback in his second year, man. You might not need all these other guys, bro. He nice. He nice, Mike.
Listen, I love DTR, and I think he's progressing, just like Stefanski said. Stefanski said he's progressed a lot from last year. He got thrown into the jaws of life against Baltimore that game, and he got
Yeah.
obliterated. But then he picked up and he looked good in other games, and he kind of got beat up still. But again, he was a rookie trying to learn it all, and
Right.
now he's bigger, put a little more weight on him. He got things
Yeah.
down. I mean, what was his stats? Let me go see if I can look at his stats real quick.
Yeah.
Right here.
Well,
Here we
when
are.
I was watching him, like, man, I'm telling you, he looked just like Deshaun Watson out there. They built the same.
Deshaun Watson of old.
Yeah, yeah, he do. He look quicker. His throw is just like a snap. He got that. See, Deshaun, I don't know what it is. It seems like his he used to have that quick throwing motion. Now his shit is long and lated. It come like a long oval. Yo, what's the name? Got a quick throw, bro. It looked good. He's a cheaper Deshaun Watson, man. I'm telling you what. You got three good backup quarterbacks, but he might be the best. If
I
something
mean,
go down with Deshaun, you might have to
look,
stick him in quick.
all three didn't look bad. I mean, Jameis went 4 for 5, 30 yards. I mean,
Yeah. I guess we
91
just seen
rating.
more. Yeah, we just seen more. He played more, so we seen more,
But
So
yeah, he was 14 of 18, 134 yards.
yeah, he carved him. He carved that D up, bro.
97 rating. I mean, Dorian
Hard.
looked real good. He looked real
Yeah,
good.
real good. And it's his second year. He's got some good teachers though, like looking at Deshaun and then looking at all the
Mhm.
other quarterbacks. Huntley's a solid dude, so he's learning from good quarterbacks. But Man, I'm interested to see that depth chart. I am in the next few weeks. I'm interested to see that Browns depth chart because Mike he do another 1-2 of these games. And by the way, bruh, what's up? So I saw Deshaun's not playing this week, but they're gonna throw him out there for the third preseason game. Somebody said. Is that
Well, that's what
true?
it usually is. Dress rehearsal is always the third game. That's when you throw out your starters for a drive or two or even a quarter, depending on stuff, and you let them do their thing.
See, I thought now that they went from 4 to 3 games, the second game was the show game, and the third game was for the guys playing for the job.
Nah, I think they're still going to keep that because now the third game they'll have, and then they got a break. So like
Right.
that fourth game isn't there, so now it's just off. They're off until the
Oh,
season
yeah.
starts. Well, not off, but
Yeah.
they'll practice, but then there's no real
Yeah.
game. So I think that's good for them.
Yeah.
That is good
I
for
mean,
them.
yeah. At the end of the day, I just feel like he need to like we talking about quarterbacks right now. I want to see all a star every single quarterback at least take a drive or two in the second game. You got to. Like I don't
Well, listen,
understand why.
a couple of them
Yeah.
already did. Jordan Love, he had a drive or two
Yeah.
against us.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Like what I'm saying is if you give these quarterbacks drives per preseason and you take it easy, first preseason, a drive or two. Second preseason, maybe 2, 3 drives. Third preseason, first quarter. You ease these guys in without having to force them to play a whole quarter and a half of preseason ball. I love that idea, man. I don't understand what the Browns are doing with Deshaun. I feel like he needs as much of the game speed as he can. I know they watching the shoulder and all that, but I'm not understanding him not playing this week, but then playing week 3. He got to at least get a couple drive. Mike, don't you want to see him out there for at least a drive, maybe 2 this week?
Always do. Always want to see him just to go out there and get some reps, show his arm off to the
Yeah.
world. Because whoever's not seeing camp, show it off. Hey, you
Yeah.
read the comments? Can you see him?
Yeah. Yeah. He ready.
No. Do you see the comments? Like our comments? Can
No.
you see them?
No, I can't see no. I don't never see no comment.
Really?
I don't know. No, I never do.
There you
I
go.
thought it was
That's a shout out to you.
okay. Oh yeah, Angelo! Let's go! Big A Wilkerson. What's up, baby? That boy looking boy. You look like you need to be on a defensive line. He's solid.
Normal
What's
guy.
up,
Jaden
Angelo?
Daniels. Hey, Jaden Daniels did play a little bit, and that's good. He needed to play a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
He ran for
Yeah,
that TD on
like,
that read option. Listen, that's how they're going to use him, but they just don't need to RG3 his ass. Just don't
no, hell
RG3 him.
no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
but
Bernice.
yeah.
Hey, Bernice, man. Hey, thanks for stopping in here. Hey, look, sorry to interrupt. Do you think the Seahawks have a chance this season? I want to know what you want to know if they have a chance of. It ain't the Super Bowl. They don't have that shot.
Man,
Listen.
you know what? You know what, Mike? I mean, it's hard to see a Super Bowl with Geno, but
Well,
if
I
you
don't think
look,
Geno's the starter.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
I think Sam
yeah,
Howell takes over. Sam Howell looked good in that preseason game they just had. He looked real
he
good.
did. He did, but when you look at Geno, Mike, the last 2 years, I think he earned the spot. Sam is solid. I like Sam. He did his thing with the Commanders. But Geno earned that spot. I think they went to the playoff. They just missed the playoffs last year, I think, where they got in there and then they lost in the first round. He was an MVP candidate the year before. Like that's the reason why they
Yeah,
let Russell go.
I think that was a little fluke of a season. I don't think
Yeah.
that was like that was that
I mean,
season that Geno should have had when he was a Jet, and he never had.
Yeah, but you know what? These might be the best weapons he's ever had, Mike. Like DK.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that, but he was just horrible. Like regardless of
Yeah.
weapons, he just wasn't accurate at
But
all.
is Sam Howell that much better than Geno? I don't think so. I don't know, bro.
Listen,
It's even though you can go either
Sam
way.
Howell halfway through the year last year led everybody in passing yards. He had like over 3,000 halfway through the year.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
like
with the
on that
Redskins.
question. Yeah, on that and he got some good receivers out there too, though.
Well, the
But
Commanders,
and
say,
they got
yeah.
Yeah, they got a good. I think it's even with the weapons, but as far as the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl, I mean, I believe in Geno. I won my fantasy last year with Geno, so I can't say nothing bad about Geno. They running game is sick. If Geno stay healthy and that running game stay healthy, and they can get DK to have that year and throw in those two other receiving weapons, I don't know about Super Bowl, but I could see NFC Championship. I could see,
What?
yeah, I could see. I can't because I don't know why I'm saying this because I know they got to go through San Fran, they got to go through Philly, they got to go through Green Bay first. But I believe in Geno. I believe if the health, it's about that running game. What's the name? The dangerous running back. I can't think of his name, but he's a
Little
nice
Beast?
boy.
Yeah, Little Beast is a
And-
monster.
yeah,
And they got
if they
Zach Charbonnet.
and both Yeah, both of them had injuries last year, him and Geno. So I don't know nothing about that defense. Nothing stands out to me on that defense, though. That's a
All
problem.
right. Well, here's my take on the Seahawks. Listen, Sam Howell, Geno Smith, whichever one you want to put in there, they have weapons. You got three great wide receivers. You got JSN, you got Lockett, you got DK, Kenneth Walker's little beast's name, yes. You got
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet back there in the backfield, Noah Fant at tight end.
that's it.
Your offensive line
Yeah,
needs to beef up a little bit. Your
yeah,
defense,
yeah.
the linebacker, you got Derek Hall, you got some line help. You drafted some good defensive players to the line, and your corners, your secondary is nasty.
Oh
My
yeah,
thing
yeah, yeah.
is you have a lot to go through. The Niners, the Rams, and I mean the Cardinals are the Cardinals, but they're always going to be a tough out. And I think even more so this year than recent years, they're going to be one of those scrappy teams. Whether they do anything with it
Yeah,
or not, they're just going to be a scrappy ass team.
yeah. You're
I,
right.
I,
I
I,
think
I can't
I,
see them
you,
getting to the playoffs either.
you don't even see them making a. They make did
Can't
they
because
make the playoffs? They make the
no,
playoffs last year,
last year no.
but that's because Geno was going down the last few games. But remember the year before, I think they won a playoff game. I think they went to the division round, if I'm not mistaken. I know they went to the playoffs, Mike. I don't know about the DR. They might have went to the division round, but I know.
I don't know if
But
they
like,
went. They didn't go to the playoffs this past year. I know they didn't do that because
no, they didn't.
you
Yeah,
had
because of the
Detroit,
injury.
Philly, Tampa,
Yeah,
Dallas.
no, they didn't
Um,
make the playoffs this year. Like you said though, the Niners
and the
are
Niners
are,
and the
are
Rams in that division. It's gonna be you. You're not gonna bring three teams out of that division.
no, yeah, it's a
Uh,
tough one. But you never know. Never know what's going to happen. McCaffrey can have some injuries. Stafford's been injury prone. You never know, Mike. You never know. But I see what you're saying. On paper, it's not it's definitely not a lot, and it's like they play 17 games, so it's like a 9-8, 8
18
and
games.
9. Yeah, 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 18. Yeah, so
Well,
probably 10 and 8, 10 and
no, it's
8,
17 with that bye
17.
week. But when
Yeah. So
you're
I'm
giving
looking
you're
at
giving up,
9 and 8.
Bernice said you're giving hope over there. Yeah, he giving you some major hope. Listen, you don't want to
I'm
read all
giving
that
hope
craziness.
because you know what? If to run my fantasy back, I might need Geno, and if I
No,
need Geno, that means Seattle need points. Seattle get points. Seattle win games. I'm
all
thinking all
right,
about fantasy when it comes
here we go.
to.
Look, I don't think they make the playoffs. They probably come in third in that division. But I'll tell you right now, if Sam Howell has the same type of year he had last year and continues to play that same way throughout the whole year, he has better weapons than he did on the Commanders. You have a whole better staff, I think, than the Commander staff ever was when Sam played. I really believe maybe they pull three teams from there because you probably got two teams from the East, two for sure from the West, two from the North. That's six. And you're going to get one from the South. So I can't see it because you're going to get your division winners, right? So that's going to
I
be,
can see. I can see.
Atlanta,
I,
Philly,
yeah,
Detroit or Green Bay,
yeah, yeah.
and San Fran. That's
I can
four.
see Seattle sliding in that. I can see Seattle sliding in that Cowboy slot for sure.
The Cowboys, I don't
You
think is
already
going to
know I'm
win
gonna say
or
that.
be in second in that division. I think it's going to be the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders got a good team. They do got a nice team.
How you doing,
They
Saban?
got a
Yeah,
solid team.
we're doing good over here. We're doing good. How you doing?
Yeah, we good. Cheap Seats, how you doing in a cheap
How
seat?
you
Hey
doing?
yo, how
Hey, I
you
got to circle
doing?
back. Normal guy brought off some stuff. I don't know why you can't see the comments.
I can't see. And I seen the ones
Are
he
you
just
on your
posted, but
phone?
yeah.
Oh, that's probably well. It's rough on your phone to see him.
Oh yeah, man. Remember, I tried the tablet and my laptop, man. Nothing wants to work, bro. Bunch of
Uh,
bullshit.
let's go back real quick. Normal guy had a couple things up here. Stenson Bennett, he balled out for the Rams. He did
Yeah,
ball out, but he threw what four interceptions. Did he not?
yeah, yeah. He did. That was. He looked like Brett
Four
Favre out there
interceptions and
swinging.
still won the game. Trey Lance threw for 188 yards. Looked good, but they lost.
That's all right. That's all right
Cowboy
because
fans need to start watching that. That boy looked
yeah,
good.
yeah. Because
Let's
Jared
look at
Jones.
what Trey Lance did
Yeah,
because
because
this is
you know
something to
Jerry
watch.
don't want to play. He don't want to pay Dak. So if that boy keep looking like that, he ain't got to pay Dak Prescott. So
Oh, he's not going to pay Dak. I think Dak's gone regardless of the fact. Unless they win a
well,
Super Bowl somehow, Dak is gone.
that's good for Trey Lance because he looking like I said. Everybody he hasn't even had his opportunity too much, man. He really hasn't had a opportunity yet. So you might have
There
to
was
stick him
no
in.
touchdown scored. That's the problem in this Dallas game. Trey Lance went 25 of 41, 188 yards, no touchdowns, but then he did six carries for 44 yards.
Okay, dang, I ain't know he had almost 50 yards rushing. That's nice.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to
That's
think that's over 240 combined yards. I don't
hey, we'll
know.
take that. We'll take that. The
Stenson
Cowboys
Bennett
will take
played
anything
the
this
whole
year.
game. That's crazy.
The
But he had
Cowboys need
four
anything
interceptions.
positive. Yeah.
Four
Yo,
interceptions.
there was a lot of good quarterback play. Like you said, a lot of the couple of the starters got in, but a lot of rookies, a lot of backups look good this week. In the first week, I think this second week is going to be an important week for a lot of teams and decisions as well.
Oh, it's going to be very important for the whole roster. You got to have to play like no other to make these spots now because teams you're going to find those guys that just do those little special things. You're going to want to keep them, and now starters are going to start getting shaky. What's going to happen? Am I playing good enough to keep my spots? Guys are going to have to step up way more than they have recently because talent's starting to go higher. And it's not
Yeah,
even that they're superstar talent. It's just talent. Hey, this dude is better at this than this dude.
yeah,
So maybe we can move on from some money.
yeah. We talking about offense. Let's talk about some defense. Let's talk about that boy Jeremiah Trotter, Jr., the young Trotter. They brought him out there, got a sack, 6 tackles. Yo, if this kid is anything like his pops and he's faster, oh man, that might have been a steal for the Eagles, man, because they never have a good line. Trotter might have been the best Eagles linebacker of all time. If they got a linebacker out of this kid, he looked quick, he looked strong. Like I think Trotter was a steal for the Eagles, man. Really good steal.
Oh, he
Let's
does.
hope
He
so.
looks real good. That
Yeah,
they drafted almost mainly defense in this draft, and they got
yeah, thank
two
God.
good secondaries players. They
Yeah,
got the linebacker and Trotter. They are
yeah,
just doing their damn thing. And again, I truly believe if the Eagles cannot get something done, whether they go to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, it is solely on the coach's hands.
yeah. Nah, it's NFC Championship or bust for the Eagles. We know that
Oh, it
it has
definitely
to.
is. It
It has
definitely is. And he better do something with this. Otherwise, he's gone. And you know what? If I'm the ownership of the Eagles, I'm giving a call to Bill Belichick, man.
Man, look, that was what I was just about to say. That, and Belichick's already on the list. They were already talking about Belichick having talks with him, but the thing that the Eagles, Howie Roseman and the ownership are doing now, they're doing the smart thing. They took the offensive. Jalen said it. I'm glad he came out and represented his coach that they threw under the bus last year. They said that was Sirianni's offense. He didn't want to change it. He didn't want to budge. Finally, it came out. You gotta give respect for Jalen for being like, look, coach, I know that was last year, but we just gonna say it, bro. That was your offense. You didn't want to change it. So they took the offense out of his hands. They put it in an offensive coordinator know what he's doing. So now all Nick can do is coach and wear his favorite player's shirt and beat Dallas t-shirt. That's all he got.
Isn't Kellen
That's all
Moore
he
your
got.
offensive coordinator now?
Yeah, yeah, he got Kellen Moore. Yeah. And then we got
Listen,
Vic Fangio at defense. So there's no excuse. There is no
none.
excuse, bro. You
None
got
whatsoever.
none. You got Barkley. You got the two best receivers on the team. You got Jalen Page. You got the defense. You got Vic Fangio, and you got Nick Sirianni. All he got to do is motivate. NFC Championship or bust, bro. That's it. That's it.
Oh, 100%. And Sirianni's going to be gone. And I called
Oh, yeah.
this last year. After it was all said and done, Belichick was fired and they were all looking for jobs. I said Philadelphia should have fired him then and took Belichick then.
I wish, man.
I said
I
it's
love Nick.
perfect fits for him because the
Yeah.
offense is set.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
the
de- oh,
offense,
they
you
need-
have the offensive line, you got the weapons. The defense is coming
Yeah.
along, and that's more of Belichick's thing. And all you got to do is bring in an offensive coordinator to take over that offense, who,
And
again,
they did.
is set.
And they did.
The
Right.
Eagles are going to
Right.
do amazing things if they could have that coach. If Sirianni can do right,
Yeah.
if Nick can get it right, the Eagles should be in the NFC Championship game. And again, the Super Bowl is the
I
ceiling.
mean,
It
and
should
we
be there.
looking Jalen's what 25, and we just drafted the two best cornerbacks in the draft, and they all under 23. You're looking at a 3 to 5 year run with a right coach. You know, Belichick can turn around and turn Philly into New England. I got love for Sirianni because I like his attitude. I like the fact that he brash. He's a Jamestown kid from down the street. I'm out here in Erie, Mike. He's right around the corner. So, but he got that Philly mentality, that brashness, that talk. But you're right. If you got Belichick waiting, taking a break for a year, and we get 13, 14 wins and go out against the Bucks, ship them, bro. Ship them. Bring in
Gone.
Belichick and tell Belichick call up his son. Bring his son in too. Shit.
We will go ahead and call Nick trash if you don't get the job done this year. The job doesn't
Nick
get done.
trash.
Straight trash.
Nick Trasharoni. That's what it will
Nick
be. But that ain't gonna happen,
Trasharoni
Mike.
is what his name's going to be.
Trasharoni.
And you're going to bring in Bill I win check, and that's going to be
That's right.
that'll
Hell
be
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah. And speaking of defense, speaking of the Eagles, ex-player.
Yes, I
Reddick,
was just
bro.
going to get to it.
Yeah, your boy Reddick is, man, he's something else, bro. He's something else, man. Like, he asking for a trade. The Jets said, hell no, get your ass out here, bro. We got a squad. Come on,
Yeah.
show up, bro. Like, I'm
Listen.
shocked. Because this is not Hassan's character. I'm shocked by this shit. I am. I really am.
Listen, him doing that and the Jets saying, hey, we're not trading you anywhere. You're just going to get fined until you get here. And that's going to be the end of it. So, hey, Reddick, if you want to keep losing money and be stupid as shit, continue to not show up. You could be on a team where the defense is going to be in the top 3 and be a part of something special. Because if you're a jet, and you do something big there, you're remembered for that. You playing a game right now that you can't win. They're not going to trade you. They're not going to do shit for you. Unless some team comes to them with an offer they can't refuse, and nobody's going to do it because you have played this silly-ass kid game like Brandon Ayuk, and we see where Brandon Ayuk is, still a 49er, still no deal, not doing shit.
What's up with that, man? We called it last week, Mike. That shit was supposed to go down last Friday. Last Thursday.
It wasn't going to happen. I said, look, this shit ain't going down. It said the Steelers, but I said, I bet it don't fucking happen. I was on TikTok saying, it's done. I'm like, nah, it's not going to happen.
It ain't done, bro, because these dudes, these athletes here, man, I respect them, and I love Hassan, man. He's a Philly kid. But, man, bro, you getting a lot of money to put pads on, hit motherfuckers, and show up and throw dollars in the strip club. Man, take care of your family, bro. Go ball, man. Like, at the end of the day, I know he's pissed off. I know he took it personal that the Eagles chose Huff. Actually, we switched linemen. Like, we got the Jets linemen, and then we sent them Hassan. So I know he's pissed about that. I know he's feel some type of way. But you got to be a professional. You got to ball. The Ayuk situation, like you called it, Mike. He said, man, the Browns were going to give up Amari, a 4th and a 5th, right?
No, they're going to give up Amari a 2nd and a 5th.
Damn, a 2nd and a 5th. And he said he not re-signing with the Browns. Like,
he said he wouldn't re-sign, so the Browns said screw it then. Patriots had something out there too. Was going to give a 2nd and a receiver and give him somewhat of the money he wanted. Said no. Steelers, they're just going to give picks. And that was the problem because the Niners want a wide receiver now. And the Steelers can't offer that because they don't have anything to give but Pickens. So now they try to facilitate a third team in this trade so they can get Cortland Sutton from Denver, Devontae Adams from Vegas, and do something. But nobody wanted to budge on anything. So now Ayuk is set where he's at unless he decides to go back and say, you know what, I will sign with the Browns. I will sign with the Patriots if they decide to do it. But problem is why do these players think they have so much damn pull? You are getting paid millions of dollars to go play a game. Go play the damn game. Do your thing. When you are superstar talent, when you are MVP caliber talent, or when you are a most receiving yards in the league talent, when you are like that, maybe you can say something. But dude, you playing is stupid right now. Both of them guys. Hassan, if you upset because you got traded, you got some real hate for the Philadelphia Eagles for doing that, how about you go out there and ball the hell out and show them what they missing?
Yeah. Go to because or either that or I don't even understand what Ayuk and Reddick are they playing for money or you playing for championship? If you're Ayuk, you can't be playing for championships because you're on a team that's the closest to getting one, even though they've lost a lot of champion Super Bowls in the last 5-10 years. But it's a young team and they still got great talent. If you're Reddick, I know why you pissed off, and if you pissed off, then where's he gonna go? Like, where do you want to go? Why, if you can't play on Philly, why not go play with the Jets, who already got top 3 defense? Take them over the next. Go get you another Pro Bowl. Worry about your Hall of Fame jacket and your stats, and get paid and show up. I'm not understanding. What are they playing for, Mike? Money or Super Bowls? What's the problem?
Ayuk's definitely playing for money. Hassan is pissed off, and he's playing for – it's a pride thing now. So he won't play because of his pride, and that's stupid. Yeah. Hey, Daniel Berry, what's up? What's up, Making Mama?
What up?
Listen, you got to suck that pride down and say, screw it, I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to show you what the hell's up. And Hassan, if he doesn't choose to do that and decides to just pay all these fines, he is one of the dumbest, right along with Ayuk and all the game he played this whole summer. These two dudes will be model guys that when college players come in, I'm going to put them on the board and say, hey, you see these two? Don't act like these two. Don't try to do what these two have done, cry, bitch, piss, and moan, and try for money and just get pissed off at somebody else because you didn't get your damn way. Do not play that game. Do not fucking do it.
Now the Ayuk situation, he's had a couple good years. Yeah, he's had a couple good years. Look at everybody tuning in. It's the cheap seats in here getting it in. Me and Mike. Ayuk is cool. He's had a couple good years. Hassan has really had a really good 5-year run. But at the end of the day, I mean, you request a trade, and then who you think you're going to go to that got a better chance than the Jets? The Eagles not. If he really wanted to stay in Philly, he wouldn't have wanted the money. He would have took a Tom Brady cut. He'd have took a pay cut and been like, bro, I just want to be here. I don't need the money. $20 million is good. I don't want 30. But he didn't. Now he's on the Jets. Now he want more money. Now he want to trade. Like, it don't make no sense, Mike. It's crazy.
Listen, none of these players make sense with this shit. None of these players that do this shit. You got to think, why you guys are talking big for the last years in your contract shit. Ayuk, go out there and play your game, dude. You had a great year last year, over 1,300 yards, 5 touchdowns or whatever it was, 7 touchdowns. Amazing. Mm-hmm. You didn't get the trade or team you want. There was a team you wanted. Wasn't good for the Niners. There was other teams out there you could have been on. The Browns are on that Super Bowl run right now with its team stacked, and you could have been a part of that and added to it for the next couple years. You chose not to because you don't want to go to Cleveland. Don't understand why, but you'd rather go to the Steelers where, I guess, what do they got there? Russell Wilson or Fields is going to be your quarterback. You don't know who or what they're going to do because Russell can go down at any moment and have a shit year. And then you got Fields, and then you got to hope Fields can step up.
Justin got outplayed by his backup.
That's
So,
what I'm saying.
you
That
know,
you can't. Mason Rudolph did it. Mason Rudolph did his thing in Tennessee, and
yeah.
Pittsburgh let him go there. Mason stepped in and did his thing. That's
Hmm.
the problem here with these guys crying. Yeah, unfortunately, they do, James. They still play in the NFL, and it's shitty they do.
I mean, it's a business. It's a business on both ends. I get it. It's a business. You could be heartbroken because their home team didn't want you. You could not pick Cleveland because of Deshaun Watson. You could not pick um the Patriots because of their quarterback situation. And go,
Mhm.
but you still they both pro bowlers, you still the top athletes in the game. Go to a team and go make that change. Go make the Jets a Super Bowl team caliber defense. Go make, the Browns, go make Deshaun Watson throw you the ball 10 times a game. Go to him and be like, look, instead of like, no, I ain't going there, bro, because I ain't re-signing. No, no, no. Like, where's your heart at? Like on some Mob Deep shit, where's your heart at, man?
Listen, and that's the problem. This is gonna be. I'm gonna call this right here. It's gonna be called the tough take. And
Tough.
Ayuk, you're gonna have to take this and shut the fuck up and go out there and do your thing because you've done chosen this path now. You've done chosen the route of I'm gonna cry, whine, bitch, and moan, but yet you're gonna go nowhere because you can't get to where you want. Riddick,
And now
you
yep,
gotta
and now
stop with the crying yourself.
would
You
you say
got
the
to
hard
stop.
take? That is a hard take on you. Not only is it a hard take for the fans and us, people, commentators, people talking about it, podcast shows and this and that, but I'm like this. I played ball. I played on a team before. I'm thinking now. I'm thinking if I'm Debo Samuel, I'm looking at him like, bruh. So you got all this and you got all this, this. Oh, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. So when you do come here, you don't really want to be here. You're not gonna really want to be playing that hard. Like Hassan Riddick is not gonna put his 100% in with New York. So now that's gonna cause a rift with the team. Now that's how you got issues where you could just step in, play your role, get your money, be a professional. But now other guys are looking at you like, bro, you don't really want to be here. You got great, you know, ballers like McCaffrey who put it on the line, Kittle. I'm sure they're looking at Ayuk like, bruh, we don't really want you because you don't want us. So that causes a lot of friction. The Niners might have all type of issues now because of this shit because it's just a trickle effect, man. It is. You see it
And
all the
and
time.
that's another thing because now he's gonna be on this prove it thing, and they're not gonna
Yeah.
be they're gonna be upset in their own mind,
Yeah.
and rightfully so. And he might
Hmm.
not get all that he used to get. He might be going somewhere else. There might be someone else. Conley. They'll use Conley more. Kittle will finally get the damn ball. Hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah, for real.
Like
Get a
James, like
blocking tight end.
James,
Yeah.
James said, most of them are chasing the money. They're not in it for the love of the game anymore. It's all about
What
money,
about
and that
it
sucks.
is. It is.
It
Because they
sucks
because
for
they
them and the fans.
because they writing these huge checks for these dudes, man. It's just ridiculous. But it is, they putting their life on the line, so it is what it is. And then you got Jerry Jones coming out. CD Lamb, he asked CD Lamb said CD Lamb said his urgency about this contract. Jerry Jones turned around and was like, he ain't talking about the contract. What other urgency could the man be talking about? It's preseason. Jerry Jones better up that check and get CD Lamb that money, or he'll be losing him and that. And then where the Cowboys gonna be?
Oh, what's up? Back
So
it up. Hey, he goes, is Scully sporting a Dickerson jersey? Yes,
oh, I
he
got
is.
that's the collection, bro. Look at that. Look at that old logo on that joint. The
He said
40.
he met Eric. He's a nice guy, and he's got a great autograph from him.
Oh man, I wish I could. Yeah, I collect jerseys. So y'all only in the preseason. Mike knows when it kick off Friday against Green Bay, it will be all Kelly Green this year. I only do this shit in the offseason. I don't
Look,
rock shit after September 6th. It's green and black and white.
green and black. Look,
Eric Dickerson. Yeah, this is my favorite jersey, Mike. I said if I was
I
on
love
a
that old
team,
school jersey.
oh, this Rams one is stupid. The yellow with the blue and white. I
Yeah,
love
I
this
love
jersey.
that. The B
Yeah.
Skrills picked the Niners to clinch conference. Brandon might have effed all that up. Hey, what's up, Skrills? Oh man, listen. Ayuk is done doing dumb things for himself. I mean, even though he went out there, he hugged John Lynch, he hugged Shanahan, he showed him some love, but then all this shit.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
that's all politics. That's politics, man. That's because these players know what they're doing. They strong arming the team, and they know that they're causing rifts and rafts, and then they want to turn around and show love, but then they want to continue to strong arm the team. Like if you invested in the Niners, then just re-sign with them, and they're gonna pay you, bro. They probably gonna pay you before they pay Debo. Debo's injury prone, and they could probably get more for Debo because of his name. If you just saddle up and suit up and ball, you might get the money you want. You might get you a Super Bowl, but it ain't gonna happen. So, now how it is, Mike. Now how it is.
Alan says, remember the 2001 Cowboys after Aikman left? Yeah, that's where we're headed.
Yeah, exactly. What has happened since?
But you got Trey Lance, Alan. Alan, you got Trey Lance. He didn't look crazy horrible. I think with some more reps, I mean, you throw for 188, you run for almost 50. Yes, he needed to score a touchdown, needed some stuff. Of course, you didn't have CeeDee Lamb out there. You didn't have your starters out there with him. I think he could be real valuable to you Cowboys. Think he could be real valuable.
About it, Mike. Think about it, Mike. I mean, how really hard is it to be Dak Prescott? If you, I mean, it ain't that hard, bro. Like you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Ferguson. It ain't that hard to be. I'm shocking the world with this, Mike. Not that hard to be Dak Prescott. It's not that hard to put his stats up with them weapons. I think Trey Lance is just. He remind me of Dak Prescott. They built the same. They can run. They can throw. I mean, as long as you got CeeDee Lamb and you got Ferguson at tight end, if you got a quarterback that can air it out, he can do some Dak Prescott stuff.
Well, yeah, you got them weapons and you got that offensive line that's top.
Yeah,
it's one of the top offensive lines. Shit. What's going on, yeah. Bobby G? Bobby G says Bobby Bugatti goes Scully with the leopard in the back like he in his 1970 shag pad.
Yeah, let's go, Bugatti. Bugatti know what it is.
Back there.
Bugatti, I got the leopard on the wall, and Bugatti got the leopard on the seat. Let's go.
Hey, normal guy didn't have no dinner yet. No dinner from me.
Nah, we hungry. We hungry, bro.
Yeah. Alan goes, I'd rather go back to Quincy Carter minus the injuries.
That's funny.
But he says Lance has gotten better, and he does look better. I think he's hungry for his next chance. Speaking of wanting dinner, that's him. He's ready to eat, and I think, again, if he got the chance, if he got the opportunity to go out there with the starters, that starting O-line, the Ferg, CD, if they get shit done with CD the right way, I think he can really make a difference.
I think Jerry Jones already had a talk with him because Jerry Jones already know what he's doing with Dak. I think he went to Lance and said, look, one more year. Just keep working, bro, because he knows, like I just said, the difference between Trey Lance and Dak Prescott is a playoff win or two, maybe. Other than that, there's no difference. He can pay Trey Lance so much less, and this Cowboys team can get so much better. I bet you Jerry put that in his ear, man. Bet you.
Listen,
bet you.
I truly believe if they wanted to, they could shit the bed this year, get a top draft pick. They could have traded Dak if they wanted to, probably. Get rid of him, pay Trey, get some good draft picks in there, and you could build a team back up. I mean, Dallas could be good again in the next year or two.
That's called being a good GM. Jerry Jones. That's not Jerry though.
Jerry, that's not. That needs to be Jimmy. Jimmy needs to be doing it.
Hey, if you want to pay somebody, if you're the Dallas Cowboys and you want to pay two people, it's CeeDee Lamb and Jimmy Johnson. Go pay Jimmy that big money he making in Fox, and he'll come back and remind y'all of the Aikman years. Yeah, that's right.
Just let him be the GM. Let the decision making be done by somebody else, Jerry. Just let that happen.
It ain't never going to happen. We've been watching this for 20 years, bro. It ain't going down, bro.
And that's the problem. It'll be another 20 years. He won't see a Super Bowl. Jerry will die pissed off, and then right when he dies and shit changes, they'll win the Super Bowl, and he'll roll over in his grave.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the
Hey.
issue. Big issue.
So they said a big update, Mike. Andy Reid says Marquise Brown won't need surgery. He messed up his
Thank God he
shoulder.
dislocated his shoulder. Yes.
Yeah. Bro, that's a serious weapon for the Chiefs. I didn't even realize that they got him, man. That's a huge weapon. So
They need Hollywood
big.
Brown because
That's
Rashee
oh yeah,
Rice obviously isn't going to be around.
yeah.
Kadarius Toney, they keep trying to talk up for some damn reason. I mean, the dude couldn't
Because
catch anything, and you're still talking this dude up. Makes no
it's
sense to me.
Mahomes. Because it's Mahomes. Mahomes can make anybody great. If you could just catch the ball, you could be great in a Chiefs uniform when Mahomes throwing you the ball. But we don't know
But
about Tony, but Marquise Brown, that's a big weapon for the Chiefs. Phenomenal weapon, man. That opens up everything.
Bugatti said, slow down. The difference between Lance and Dak is success. Dak got his shot due to injury and didn't miss. Lance got his twice and has never looked like a pro. Dak has. And Bobby, you right. You absolutely right.
No, no.
But I'll tell you right now, I think Lance is ready. I think if he gets the opportunity with the right situation, change of scenery always does good. Always does good. And now that he's out of San Fran, where half the team wanted him, the other half didn't, half the coaching staff wanted him, the other half didn't, and he's gone from there, I think this will spark that it has sparked something in him, and he will be better off for it.
I don't see how he's gotten a chance. He got hurt, and then as soon as they got Purdy, they saw Purdy and thought he was Joe Montana, and Lance never played again. He didn't get
got his chance when Jimmy went down and he couldn't pull through with it. And it was an issue.
What was he, a rookie? He was a rookie, second year?
Yeah, it was around then. And then he got a chance before Purdy got put in, because Purdy got put in at the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marquise Brown is still out till mid-season, but they're saying there ain't no surgeries needed.
No surgery. Yeah, that means
he's still going to be out. That's again. We always can say now there's no weapons for Patty, but somehow he's going to do something with just Kelce like he does. Him and Pacheco would be that's it. There they go.
Yep. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs were like that last year. You remember the Chiefs were losing games in the beginning of the year last year. Everybody was like, "Oh man, the Chiefs are done, man." They don't start revving up and paying attention until Thanksgiving, and that's around the time Marquise Brown going to be ready. Mahomes don't care about the first 7-8 games of the season. He really don't. He care about the stretch run, and that's when he going to get Marquise Brown back, and that's when they're going to start really tearing up the league. If they're
going to have some games that are going to be tough at the beginning of their season.
Yeah, I see them getting losses. I could see them going below 500. It happens, but it happened last year. What happened?
Tough games.
Yeah, let's take a look at their schedule, Mike.
Let's take a look. Let's get to the schedule. Where's it at? I need to just put this bracket somewhere because we use it so damn much now.
Let's call a record and see what they're looking like.
Let's see what the Chiefs got here. All right. First 2 games, Baltimore and Cincinnati. Both at home.
I got a split between those two.
Well, Joey B's got one of them. Joey B beats the Chiefs for some reason. He somehow does it. Baltimore, I feel like, is going to want the revenge. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough.
They could lose both. And you know what? There's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I give him a split. And there's a lot of pressure. Pacheco's a hard runner. I feel like they've been trying to run the ball a lot lately. If Pacheco get a banged up injury, this is a different situation and talk. So yeah, but we both got it. Split on that, Big Mike. Split them two.
And listen, I got to be honest. The next 3, Atlanta, Chargers, and New Orleans, those are all wins.
What about that? Where's the Chargers? Home or away?
It's in LA.
Hey, you know how he like to sling it with Mahomes. That's a sling show. That's a gun show right there, boy. Them two, man.
Then San Fran is in San Fran, so I could see that being a loss.
So that could be 3 losses. We like 2 or 3.
Buffalo, dude. Not until the end of the season, really. I mean, they're in Buffalo, but depending on what Buffalo's team is actually looking like by then, that's an up in the air thing. And then, yeah, you're in Cleveland. Then you got You're home for Houston, and then you go to Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying. We
That 3
looking
game stretch is gonna be rough if you're not back to full and you're not doing your thing.
So you just called out possibly
They
5
listen, they can
5
do what
losses.
they did last year. They went 11-6 last year. I could see that happening
That's what I
again.
said. You remember when they were going back? They lost back-to-back games. We never seen Mahomes lose back-to-back games. Like they were just cruising. Never. Mahomes never loses back-to-back game. We saw that for the first time. And then they got healthy, and they got Rice going, and they got the ball to Tony, and Kelsey wasn't dropping passes all half of the year like he was last year, running around with you know who, hands getting all hand. He had all that extra sauce on his hands from hanging with Taylor. You know, he learned his lesson. You know, we never seen Kelsey drop passes, Big Mike, but I could see them going 11-6, 10-7, and then just being a problem in the playoffs again, man. The problem. Somebody got to take
all they gotta do is make the playoffs, and then they'll handle it from there on, really.
None of them are playing for stats. None of them are playing for, we know, especially now they going for the 3-peat, man. It's dangerous out here. The whole NFL has got to put their best foot forward because we can't have another 3-peat since the Cowboys. We can't have it.
Oh, Cowboys didn't 3-peat.
Oh yeah, they didn't get the 3. Oh yeah, they got 2 and they 2 and they lost 1. Then they came back. You're right. That's when they brought Dion in, right? On that third one they had Dion. Yeah.
Listen, the problem with the Chiefs is, and this is why everybody's got to understand this, is again, like you said, they don't care. They're not playing for themselves. That's not what they're doing. They're playing for the rings. They're playing for the right reasons. They're playing for the team. That is what makes them so dangerous. Not only do you have an up-and-coming GOAT in Patty Mahomes, you have a team that says, hey, we're going to do what we got to do to get through this regular season, get healthy, be right, make the playoffs, and then we're giving you everything we got, and we're putting the pedal to the metal, and we're stomping on that bitch, and we're going to go win another damn chip. That is exactly what the Chiefs do. If you do not derail them before that, that's where the problem lies. You have to beat them before that.
Right.
Don't let them get revved up and running. You got to beat them in the first game of the playoffs or tear them down in the regular seasons. Because if they win that first game of the playoffs, it's almost like that's it.
Yeah, and then you got to beat them, like you said. You got to beat them in the first and second quarter, and you got to put your foot on their neck, and you got to beat. That's the only team I seen do that was the Bengals. You know, and was it the Bucks? Yeah, the Bengals and the Bucks. That's the only teams I've seen beat up Mahomes and then try to hurt him. You know, don't be trying to pick him up. You know, this the big game, bro. Don't try to pick him up. Try to put him down. And the only 2 teams have ever done that is the Bengals and the Bucks. So,
that's again, that's what it is. See, last year they didn't score in the second half.
No, they didn't.
They didn't score in the second half really at all. Their defense did the job and held the other team, but the offense didn't put no more points up. So it's like, if you could beat them the hell, you're good.
Yeah.
Bobby G, we know the Browns knocked them out the game, but guess what? Chad Henne came in and got 15 damn yards, and then we screwed.
Yeah. I mean.
And then that no call on the Higgins hit was just straight garbage.
Terrible. But you know, when it's on the line, you know what the refs are going to do. They're going to, like, I'm not saying Tom Brady didn't earn everything he got, but if it gets tight,
you can definitely say there was some shit.
Yeah.
You can definitely say that Tuck rule was some straight trash.
Yeah, because the NFL umpires watch the game. They know what we know. They know who's the face of the franchise or the NFL.
It's stupid, though. Look, and I understand that. He says, no, Scully said the Bengals are the only team that beat them up. Well, nah, the Browns beat them down. We had that game in
oh yeah, in the playoffs. Yeah, y'all did beat them up in the playoffs. Yeah, but it wasn't a win.
Yeah, we didn't finish it off. That was our problem. We did not finish the job.
Yeah.
We did beat his ass up, but we did not finish the job.
I'm talking about, I remember that Super Bowl against the Bucks with Brady's Super Bowl when they demolished Mahomes. I never seen Mahomes getting picked up off the ground like that. Like, that shit was ugly.
Oh yeah, his ass was in the dirt a lot.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Put hands on Mahomes.
Yeah, I think Mike, that's the game that really propelled Mahomes to have a chip and be angry. That's why you seen him yelling at dudes. He be in players' faces now. That ass beating he got against the what's the name, the Bucks. He still remember that. He still feel that shit. The Browns gave it to him. Only thing wrong with the Browns, they didn't have it. Baker couldn't finish it off. It was Baker. Y'all would have had anybody else, y'all have been able to finish them off. And then who would have known the Browns could have had y'all. Obviously was going to have an AFC championship. Y'all might have had a. We're not going to talk about mites and ifs, Mike, because I know you about. Look at you smiling. I see you smiling. You about to smile. I see you, Mike. But
Listen.
it's not happening this year, bro. It's not happening. Somebody else is going to win it, bro. Somebody else is going to win it. They got
The AFC is too good to really allow it to happen. The way the AFC is built right now, they
We've
should
been
not
saying that though.
allow
We've
that to
been
happen.
saying it.
But
We've
I mean,
been.
I'm saying it is really big. You got to think you
Yeah,
have the Jets. If A-Rod stays healthy, you have the Jets in that defense. You have Miami if they can play in the cold. They're
that's
fast
the
as hell on
problem.
offense.
That's the problem I'm looking at. That's the team that I was looking at last year that was going to give the Chiefs the run, but they
They
couldn't
went to the
even
cold
get
and they
past.
froze up.
Yeah, they
Speed's
froze.
slow in the cold, man. You can't run fast in the cold.
Nah, you can't. You gotta learn to run, and they
Even though
running back.
Tyreek can, it's the rest of the team that couldn't catch up because Tyreek was doing his thing. The rest of that shit, they were like,
Yeah,
we
but
can't move.
that's when they triple team his ass too,
Yep,
and
and then they
then
make
it's like,
everybody else try to beat him, and it didn't work. I
yeah,
mean, then you
and
got the whole AFC North. The whole AFC North is going to be fighting, and you're going to have to go through. I think the Chiefs have to go through the AFC North, the whole AFC North this year. Yes, because they played Baltimore and Cincy right away. They played Browns and they played Pittsburgh. So you have to fight
Lamar,
through 4 teams that should be in the playoffs, that could all be in the playoffs. That's going to be tough. It's going to be
Lamar had
tough.
his Lamar and the Ravens was that game last year against the Chiefs reminded me of the Browns Chiefs game. That you had him, bro. Lamar had him, and I was upset with Lamar because I'm a Lamar fan. I was about to ask y'all, did y'all go? I know y'all went through the top 25 players. They got him ranked second in the league, like amongst all players. Like how I love Lamar, but how can you rank Lamar Jackson as the second greatest player in the league right now when he had the Super Bowl right there? He had Mahomes there, and he just fell short. Like he stopped running. He stopped trying to get the ball to his tight end. He stopped trying to get the ball to Mark Andrews. He just went away. He kind of froze. So you can't be the second best player in the league and be freezing.
I could put some of that on Lamar. My problem is, John, he went away from just handing the ball off.
Yeah,
You were
that's true.
averaging 6 yards a carry, and you stopped doing that and let Lamar throw in the double coverage he didn't run in wide open lanes. That's where my problem lied. Like you had the game plan and it would have worked if you
Right.
kept to it, but you went away from it and tried to have Lamar use his arm more than he needs to, and it crushed it. And that defense that did what it did. Chiefs made sure they put it down, and off they went to
Bro,
another Super Bowl victory.
I'm
I mean,
looking
just
at
like
Mahomes.
San Fran was doing their thing. Give Christian
Yeah,
McCaffrey the ball in the third quarter, get
right.
Kittle the
He
ball,
didn't.
and guess what? Your defense can rest up a little more and do its
What did he
thing,
get
and
two?
you
What did he get?
had it.
Like 4 touches in the third quarter. He didn't even touch the ball hardly.
Yeah, it was
Two
like they didn't want to give it. Why? I don't understand that.
because man, that's why people be saying the game's rigged because teams have Mahomes on the rope. You got him down. Like man, there's 2 Super Bowls that Mahomes should not have. Last year's and the one against the Eagles. He should not have those 2 Super Bowls, but he does. So and a lot of it is that defense. Like I feel like the Ravens kind of were able to put Mahomes in a bubble, and the Eagles were able to put him in the bubble, even though he was hurt, limping around. And in that defense, man, now Andy Reid got that defense together. Now they're able to kind of put Mahomes on their back and say, all right, bruh, all right, you got us 25, 30 points. We're not going to give up no more. Not even low 20. So that's the thing,
Bobby
Mike,
says
that the
he can play
Browns got to
4
look
legit
at.
different. Bobby, I don't agree with 4. I don't know if he could play 4 legit different positions and be a pro at all of them because I don't think he could play corner like that. He's got the speed, but I don't think he can play corner really. I'll give you the other 3 though, for
Who?
sure, 100%. I just don't think he's built for corner.
Who y'all
I don't
talking?
think he can tackle anybody.
Who y'all
I
talking
don't think
about?
Bobby says it's about accomplishments. It's about skill, not accomplishments. Lamar is the best football player in the league. Dude can literally play 4 legit different positions and be an all-pro at all of them. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and corner. I don't think he could do it at corner. I think the other 3, yes, he could be a running back. He could be a wide out. Corner, I don't think he could be an all-pro at. I mean, he's got the speed. He'll be there with them. I don't think he could tackle anybody. So if he's not swatting the ball or intercepting it, then there's problems.
Now, how do we know he could be a receiver? Because he got the ESPY award for catching his own block pass. Like, we don't know that. I mean,
that was a crazy play,
we
though. I
don't
love
know
that
that.
play.
We
That
don't.
was nuts.
It was
He literally
awesome
threw
though,
that
but
ball, got deflected, he caught it, and took off running.
yeah, because he's so fast, man. But I'm not. He is the best. He is the best. He is the top athlete in the NFL. He's the top. I'm gonna say that. I know he can play. He can play running back. He can play receiver. He can play slot. I don't think he's tackling nobody, and I don't know if he could be a receiver, depending on
You
who's
said
throwing him
corners
the
don't
ball.
need to tackle, but to be honest, I still think they need to do some sort of tackling. It's not just, hey, he can stick with them. It's still a matter of I just don't know if he
I
can get
mean,
that position down. I don't know. Maybe he could, but I'll give you the other 3, Bobby. I'll give you the other 3.
Lamar is raw. I mean, he's Mike. Do you agree with
Athletic
that?
as hell. He's athletic as
is
shit. He's a freak.
Is Lamar Jackson the second best player in the NFL, Mike? You agree with that stat, that ranking?
It's hard not to, but I again, it's about his skill level and his talent. And if you're going by that only, I guess I got to give it to him.
I mean, he's still not a great passer. Let's just admit that he's still not a great passer. He still has games where he lapses. Look at the game against the Chiefs, throwing in a double coverage, overthrowing deep balls. You know, he still didn't get the ball to Odell Beckham. Like Lamar Jackson still has problems throwing the ball. If you want to line up, I mean, you know I'm an Eagles fan, Mike. I'm taking Jalen Hurts' arm over Lamar Jackson. Easy. Like the accuracy. And Jalen Hurts ain't even that accurate. But Lamar is not that accurate. He's not.
Listen, Bobby, I get Deion said that, but Lamar is not Deion. They don't pay you to tackle, they pay you to cover, yes. But Lamar is not Deion. Hell no, he ain't no prime time.
No, he ain't no prime time. He mid-evening. He ain't prime time.
He mid-evening. He afternoon brunch.
Yo,
afternoon brunch.
Big Mike, he's either early brunch or mid-evening, but he ain't prime time.
Bugatti said he got a better arm than Jalen, and
I don't think so.
All right, listen, he could have a better arm. He could throw the ball distance. My problem is he's not as accurate as he needs to be with that.
He's not accurate. I think Jalen Hurts, the only reason why Jalen Hurts got paid what he got paid and went to the Super Bowl is because he made the biggest leap, one of the biggest leaps from not being able to throw to throwing one of the prettiest deep balls. Lamar still can't do that yet. He's still dumping that ball over.
Accuracy to me for Lamar. I think he needs to work on that a little more.
Yeah, he does a lot of over. Majority of his throws are over the middle to a 6'6" mark.
Hey, we got to get the hell out of here. Bobby, everybody that jumped in the chat, we appreciate y'all like no other. Hey, come back tomorrow for Sports Madness, whether it's just me with somebody else or Jay's there. He's in Vegas. We don't know. But hey, salute to everybody. We love y'all.
Yeah, cheap seats.